creation of the new world.
It's been so long since he's been able to actually do this, you know?
Yeah.
When was the last Death Note montage?
And who's next on his list?
Oh, here he goes.
Nope, fuck. Just kidding.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is Montana.
And today and this is Cheyenne.
Oh, and this is Cheyenne coming in hot for the reaction.
And today we're going to be reacting to episode 26 of Death Note, Renewal.
Last episode, tragically, Light got the better of L and manipulated Rem into killing L,
Which
both
also
killed Rem. So now it is Light leading the investigation with Rem's Death Note, Misa at his side, and claiming he will avenge L, and there's seemingly no one in his way. What are your thoughts before we get to this episode?
Primarily very sad about losing L.
Oh, Cheyenne was devastated when we told her that L's no longer in the show.
Had to pause the biscuits in honor. And it kind of feels like the only barrier that Light had has been removed. So I'm kind of wondering his trajectory now.
For now, there's nobody in sight to take him down. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Thursday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And check out the Patreon link in the description below to see these episodes early of both Death Note and Demon Slayer. We'll be choosing which anime to do next. The plan is that we're going to be reacting to the pilot of each of those 4 series on consecutive Fridays in a row. Judge which series you guys want to watch after Death Note without actually stopping Death Note. April 28th, Chainsaw Man Episode 1. On May 5th, Jujutsu Kaisen Episode 1, and then on May 12th, we will have Code Geass Episode 1. Depending on which one has the most engagement, we will decide which one we want to do next. Make sure to comment below which of those 4 shows you're most excited for. These episodes of those pilots are already posted to Patreon, so make sure to check them out. All right, are we excited for episode 26 of Death Note?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
So we're back in it.
Although this was announced as a worldwide broadcast, the truth is, we are only broadcasting in the Kanto region of Japan.
Oh, what a great first move.
That was so smart. That was so smart.
Yeah. And L did all this without a death
I
note.
used that information to deduce this much.
I bet you're loving this little recap.
I was just about to say, I'm loving this recap.
Classified information. I am sure that somewhere in this list of police officers and the people closest to them, we will find our suspect.
Oh, and he had him too. Oh.
Using prison inmates, Kira conducts experiments manipulating his victims' actions before they die. He needed to know how much control.
He deleted all the data, so all this is not. It's just word of mouth for Chief Yagami and Matsuda.
Yeah, they can't reference it.
Yeah, and Aizawa. And they weren't allowed to take notes. Oh my god, I love this.
Pember's fiancée, Naomi Misora. It's possible that she may have found a lead. If that's the case, did Kira manage to get to her first?
Oh, and that scene was tragic.
That was really sad.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Everyone, at this point I'd like to focus our investigation on only those people who Ray Pember was tailing. At this stage, I'd like to place wiretaps and surveillance cameras in both households.
That's my son you were talking about.
And he just navigated his way perfectly through that.
I do suspect him.
Unbelievable.
I want to tell you, I'm Hell. Relax, Light. While it's true that Kira hates losing, it's also true that most people would rather win than lose. It's human
Interesting.
nature. Look at that. He's going for the win. I suspect that you, Light Yagami, are in fact Kira.
The way he just directly approached him up till the end was so iconic. And then Misa came in.
Oh, good lord.
And everything just got worse.
More like 70% after this.
The news anchor, Mr. Kazuhiko Hibima, will die of a heart attack at exactly 6 o'clock.
Stop this
That was
broadcast.
wild.
We can't let him finish.
Seriously. Can't let him finish?
You told us
Pause.
that Kira
Yeah.
was killed without a name.
But from what we've just seen, I'd say it's not entirely impossible that Kira can kill with only a
And then he got that part too.
And then that it's two different people.
Yeah, this might just be a recap episode.
Interesting. All right.
That this Kira's a fake. No, we should think of him more as a second Kira. Mr. Yagami,
He was so smart.
I want you to keep a close eye on
Light
the
just
entire
summoning
time.
friends.
It's only a slim chance, but if Light is Kira,
Like every time he
there's still
needs to have a
possibility
cover,
that
he's just like,
second
let me
Kira will
summon my
try to
8
contact
close
him
friends that I
Yeah.
somehow maintain while doing
Please
this.
ask
Yeah.
Mr. Mogi to start following Light so he can keep tabs.
The most unrealistic part of the show.
Okay, this is where it got really bad. For Light, at least.
We gathered physical evidence from the envelopes sent by the second Kira. In particular,
That was
hairs
such
and
a
fibers
massive
caught in
fuck
the
up.
masking
Yeah.
tape used to seal them. They matched what we found.
Imagine if they didn't have that.
Yeah, they just...
Ryuzaki,
That
what's
was
the
kind of a
meaning of this?
huge breakthrough.
Now hurry up and kill me. I don't know anything.
Misa was
about the
loyal
second Kira.
every moment of her existence in the show.
Seriously.
I could be Kira. Why come here to announce that you could be Kira?
I suppose I'll have to.
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Ryuzaki, I realized that I was the one pushing for confinement and that I asked you to put me in here. But this whole thing's completely pointless. I'm not Kira. You have to get me out of here.
I just heard.
Okay, I just put something interesting together. At that point, Light was talking about useless pride, I have to get rid of it. And I always thought of it as, oh, it's just a sneaky way to say the word, like a little bit of a play on the fact that like one of Light's biggest downfalls is pride, good line. But when it was portrayed like that, where we didn't even see Ryuk and he just said that and then became innocent, I feel like he even planned that the continuation of that sentence made sense, being like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of my pride. Hey,
And
like,
now
why
start
are you letting me-
freaking out.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like I'm like, this is how I actually feel. And it's like, if you knew enough to make that logical, you knew how much the Death Note is somewhat corrupting you and are just okay with it, you know?
That's such a good point.
But this whole thing's completely pointless.
Yeah,
I'm
because this
not
comes
Kira.
across
You
as
have to
like
get me out of here.
letting
I just
down the
heard-
walls.
Yeah,
One of the
like,
criminals were just murdered
I want to
all
help
at
you,
once.
but I'm
It
starting to get
happened yesterday.
scared. you know?
Exactly.
I don't understand what's going on here.
Neither did we. And then Light's plan took effect.
Three of them can take.
Ryuzaki, you have no reason to keep Light locked up anymore. It's already been 50 days.
Please stop, Dad. I'm not Kira.
Light, my son.
He was really dedicated to getting his son
Yeah.
innocent.
Committed to the bit.
As we discussed, I
Really
will
gave his
end
all.
confinement
Yeah,
immediately.
seriously.
Got more gray hairs
As for your part
instantaneously.
of the agreement, Light, you and I were together 24/7.
And they just started brawling.
That's how we will remain.
Yeah.
Brought Kira to justice.
I'm gonna miss their dynamic.
Oh my god. I hope we get flashbacks or like a voice in Light's head. Maybe like
internal
L
L.
becomes his conscience, you know?
Yeah.
There have been 13 similar deaths.
Or
in the
wait, I have
past
an
3
idea.
months.
What if it's like a statement on how he needed someone? Because something I feel like we talked about a lot earlier is that like for each other, they're the only person who understands what it's like to operate on like that kind of level of planning and just like general intelligence.
Yeah.
So now that he's not there, I kind of feel like he's gonna start missing being pushed to that level.
Beyond being challenged, being able to converse whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Elle was the only one who knew what light is. You're right. I think there's going to be a part of light that has a loss, you know?
Kira, someone from Yotsuba.
After this recap episode, we'll
Kira
have
simply using Yotsuba. I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll proceed under the assumption
11
that
episodes
this is
left.
Kira's
Very sad.
doing. Please be sure not to act impulsively out of panic or haste.
Well,
And don't take matters into your
Too
own
late
I'm
for
an agent
that.
with Yoshida Productions. Would you be interested in using Misa Amane as your new spokesperson?
he did think well on his
That
feet.
was
Are
smart.
you watching this? The 8 men who came here were having a meeting to decide who they get Kira to kill for them.
If Matsuda dies,
Like, that
or
level of
suspicions
dedication, I feel like-
Yeah.
would be confirmed.
Do you think there's anything I can do to save myself?
Matsuda, you idiot.
They've been kind of setting him up to be the unlikely hero, you know?
I'll be here ready to celebrate when they decide to hire you.
I know he'll leave me by his side because I'm the second Kira.
It would be interesting if we really were trying to go fast. We could probably double the speed for recap episodes.
So,
Yeah.
based on what he said, Higuchi is Kira.
She did catch him there.
Yep.
He got played.
That was
here
wild.
every step of the way.
Yeah.
It's him! Why is he still alive?
Ram, let's make the deal.
deal?
Okay.
For speeding.
Yeah.
License
And he never did much with the deal.
No problem.
Killed this guy and nobody else, I think.
Yeah.
Let's bring him in. I believe he has the same
The helicopter,
powers as the second
the whole
He is
scene
able
where
to
Light
kill.
touched
Just
it
by looking at
was
someone's
crazy.
face. Please keep this in mind. We'll move in to arrest him.
So the thing I realized after editing this is Light's plan was just to set up a situation to get him to pick up the Death Note as evidence in the presence of him.
Yeah.
What is it, Mr. Yagami?
It's a monster.
Dude was terrified.
A Shinigami?
That's gotta be such like a validating realization.
Yeah.
This isn't over yet. The human whose name is written in this notebook shall die.
Interesting they didn't show us
And then there's this
Light getting
last
it back.
Mhm.
We're seeing L's
According
perspective
to this,
more.
if
Yeah.
the person using the note
Well, we're not gonna
fails
get a
to
whole lot more of
consecutively
him,
write
so
names
maybe
of
that's what
people
they're going with.
killed within
13 days of each other, then the user will die. The following is the record which contains everything I have investigated on the Kira incident.
Oh boy.
The fact that now you are reading this message means I am no longer alive at this moment.
Oh,
I thought this is what got deleted.
I hereby
Everything else
leave
probably
this
did.
record as my firm achievement. That is all.
this might be all. Like just this record for somebody. Or maybe not. Maybe it did get deleted. Oh, Light deleted it.
That's a
Wow.
horrible sound.
Yeah. Dang. Nice recap. Still tragic that L's gone. He's gonna be missed from the show, you know?
Yeah.
And how is that? Like, what is he gonna do after? What's his plan for after? I feel like I haven't thought about this in forever.
Yeah. No, me either.
Looks like we're not gonna die after all.
We know Watari's true identity now, but we never found out anything about who Ryuzaki really was.
Yeah, that's true. Who could have guessed that
Wonder if
Watari
we
was
ever learn his
actually a
name.
famous inventor?
Oh.
The paper
Oh,
says
no way.
he founded orphanages around the world using the fortune he inherited from his patents.
He
Ah.
was a fine man. A hero.
But it doesn't help us now. We can't continue investigating using this place as our base with L and Watari gone.
Light, how's it going?
I should be able to transfer the system and most of the information out of here
Villain.
by tonight. It's weird though.
He's like
Almost feels
nauseatingly good at this
I
like
created a
fake
voice filter
investigative
identical to
act.
the one Ryuzaki
Yeah.
used. We can use it to make the police think he's still alive and give them orders like we've been doing so far.
Oh.
Who is gonna take the place of L? Where will he work
Who's
from?
gonna do it?
Who's
What
gonna
we
do
with the
it?
Notebook? Come on, what are you talking about, Light? You're the only one who can take on the role of L.
Obviously. Well, if you insist, I guess. I mean, it's not my idea.
Ryuzaki was
If you're asking
killed
me
by
to.
Kira because he challenged him. And that's not something I'm eager to do. Besides, I would be fooling the people of the world.
I can understand how you feel, but you're really the only one of us who can do this.
That's right. Even Ryuzaki said so himself. You would be capable of succeeding L.
He did say that. I don't know what his
Just
plan
as
was there.
I thought. It's too simple.
Yeah.
It's
This
no
is
fun
easy.
without Ryuzaki here. Alright, I'll do it. But I won't be like Ryuzaki. I won't take big risks like challenging Kira directly to gather clues.
It's probably better if we play it safe. Ryuzaki may have been
So they're just
a little too
never gonna get any
confrontational.
information.
I'll be able to do the same sort of work using both this computer and my own.
But
in fact,
If
it'll
it
be
takes too long,
They're
won't
just
they-
gonna fake investigate forever.
But like, if it's been years, won't they be like, we need a new strategy? I can't
Ryuzaki may
believe
have
it.
been a little too confrontational.
Oh,
in that case.
he
I'll
wasn't
be able to
directed.
do the same sort of
Unbelievable.
work using both this computer and my own. In fact, it'll be possible for me to act as L in the comfort of my own room. I can be Watari as well. But it'll be difficult to pull off with
Oh my
Mom and
God.
Sayu around. Things would
Maybe
be
I'll just
easier
stay
if I could
here.
rent a one-bedroom apartment.
Considering your age, it certainly wouldn't look odd to anyone if I let you move out on your own.
And then we'll be able to use Light's new apartment as our task force headquarters. That's a great idea.
All that's left to figure out now is what to do with a notebook.
It's really not that difficult.
I can hang on to it.
There's 5
I'll
of
keep
us
it safe.
here, and we know none of us will ever use the notebook. We'll just have one of us take it and hide it somewhere where no one else can ever get to it.
Please, Chief.
If
It's gotta be
Matsuda takes
you.
it,
Yeah, Chief. We can count on you. You're a pillar of justice after
what
all.
happens if he gets a death note?
You want me to? All right.
We'll avenge Ryuzaki together.
That was suspect.
Yeah. Kira is still out there somewhere.
And his
We'll
morals
catch
are
him,
similar
that's
to
a promise.
Ah.
Well then, why don't we have a little...
I
Cool.
think that proves that Matsuda at some point is going to get a death note.
Interesting.
And I wonder how, and I potentially, because they've hinted at the whole show where he's like, I kind of have the same thought system as Kira.
Yeah.
And the guy, he's like, I didn't want to say this, but crime has gone down. Like
yeah.
It's kind of been like, and then when they're like, who wants to hold? He's like, this is a Death Note fanboy. And I wonder what would happen, or if potentially when he gets it somehow, when he talks to Ryuk could tell him who Light is, and then just to make it entertaining.
Yeah,
like,
seeing how Ryuk handles it is going to be
Ryuk's Death Note
really...
anymore. Oh. Oh, we couldn't even hear what he said. Sad.
This is our first date in forever. Can't you enjoy yourself a little more?
How long is she gonna live?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that. It's gonna be bad.
Well, now that Rem's
Let's
gone,
move in together.
he literally...
Ooh. Well, he still wants to use her as Kira, though.
I've already rented a place.
Yeah. But now he has another Death Note that nobody knows about. Rem's Death Note.
Victory.
Over Kiyomi and Mari and Yuri. But it's alright now. Don't worry. I knew you were just using those other girls to trick L. You don't have any reason to see them anymore.
She knew all the names.
Right.
Love that.
She was ready to kill them at a moment's notice. Okay, this looks like Batman right here.
Now that L's dead, does that mean you finally settled the score with him?
No.
Yeah.
So in that case, I guess things are gonna get pretty boring from now on.
That's not true, Ryuk.
Huh?
Hmm?
From this moment on, I'll show you the creation of the new world.
Oh, he's gonna start killing so many people.
Oh, boy. Gotta get the right.
You're kidding. Oh.
He's a stand
for it. Oh my god,
it.
he's just gonna sit there and just...
Little freak.
This is actually kind of really cool in a way, though. It's been so long since he's been able to actually do this, you know?
Yeah.
When was the last Death Note montage? With the
And
Knights,
who's
extra
next on his list? Ah!
Oh, here he goes.
Nope, fuck. Just kidding.
Yep. Lights out for all the criminals of the world.
Lights out for all the criminals of the world.
Oh, wow. Seeing the way this music goes makes me feel like we're right at the beginning of this montage.
Yeah.
Well, did he kill her?
What?
He's killing anybody who is involved. Oh my god. What? Maybe she was supposed to be Catwoman in a way with the cat. But... Oh no. I liked them.
Oh no. This evil
He's a monster.
Shit.
Oh, he's gonna kill all of them?
Oh yeah.
No chance they were gonna live. And now he's no one to stop him.
Rebirth of Yotsuba. Yeah, it's a new start. Namikawa, that's impossible.
Are you sure about that one? Oh my god. So now they're just resetting the timeline.
Yagami, age 23, joined Japan's National Police Agency. In the summer of 2012, Kira's killings increased at an unprecedented rate. Numerous people around the world were terrified of Kira, and yet there were just as many cheering him on. Gradually, their private thoughts became public opinion, and soon, certain nations began to accept Kira's judgment.
He's like actually Batman.
The world was heading into a dark age in which Kira's will was the only law.
Oh my god. Hold on. Wait, no, let's finish this scene and then we'll talk about it.
The world was heading
so the
into a
world's
dark
accepting
age in
Kira.
which
Some of the
Kira's
countries
will
like
was the
him
only
now.
law.
Yeah, some people are scared, but some people are like,
wow. What's this?
oh. L set something up.
One last... Okay, he was at a school for very gifted children, we suspect, so maybe this is his, like, second best person.
I
don't know. Oh.
L is dead.
What is it, Roger?
It's L. He's dead.
Who were they?
Well, and they were gonna try to keep that secret.
Yeah, but who are these? So I thought he went to a school for gifted kids. Do these not look like the other two proteges, maybe?
They definitely do, and also putting together a puzzle that's blank is like very much exceptional child.
And what Elle did.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically with
one and the same.
Okay.
Mello, you two near. Can't the two of you work together?
All right, sounds good.
Not excited about that one. Wow, so lots to discuss there. First of all, Light has just taken over the world, basically.
Good Lord.
He's just killing people at an unprecedented rate. The country's accepted him, but these seem to be the two people that are going to be tasked with maybe taking him down. What are your thoughts?
I mean, it really doesn't seem like Light is holding off on his like creation of the new perfect world.
Yeah, no. He thinks there's nobody else in his way.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of right, though.
To his knowledge, I think they're going to try to take him down, and he's just taking his mantle as god of death of the new world. But so much to delve into from that episode, but thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for more episodes of Death Note. We have these episodes posted on Patreon now, and they're extended uncut forms if you want to see them early. We have a lot to discuss before we do that. Where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
All right. Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions after every episode of Death Note that we watch, check out the link in the description below and join at any level to start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Rogue Gabe asks, now that Light has cleared his path and time has passed, what do you hope to see out of him / his mental state? Reaching godhood and having a new level of independence gives an incredible advantage, but can you think of any obstacles he'll face?
I feel like it's pretty clear that he's going to spiral into a god complex.
More so.
Yeah, more so. And I mean, that kind of has the ability to impact everything in his life, like completely change the way he behaves and interacts with people. And then kind of secondarily, that's when you become sloppy.
Yeah.
Because if you're a god, no one's going to be able to catch you. So why would you even try?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that a god doesn't need to try. Like if anything, putting in effort becomes self-deprecation because it's like, I think that these mortals are close to me.
Yeah.
You know, like with Elle, he was so brilliant and everyone knew he was brilliant that them going toe to toe was like, it was a way for him to show off. Like that was self-validating.
Like taking a loss was not insulting so much as one chess move that he could counter.
Exactly. And now it's completely different.
And yeah, is he going to even respect anybody who comes after him and therefore give them enough of
the time of day?
Yeah. And also mentally, I think he's going to continue to spiral because of Elle. Like he saw Elle sitting in that chair. I think Elle's going to continue to haunt him in a way, especially because he was like, are you going to be lonely without me?
Agreed.
Like, aren't you like, have you ever not lied once in your life? Like the way that he left him, I just feel like is going to haunt him. Hopefully it haunts him.
Yeah. No, that would keep you up at night.
Yeah. But let's go to our second question.
All right. Cameron Nixon asks, now that Elle is gone, how would you reflect on Elle's actions and behavior throughout the investigation? Knowing what we know now, do you still feel he went too far or was too reckless? Has his death affected your opinion of him, and in what way?
His death didn't impact my opinion as much because I feel like had he not been as reckless, he would have died earlier from the Death Note, and his recklessness prolonged how long he had to live, but like ultimately it's hard to beat a supernatural power as a mortal.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back at his actions, I think he had a few moments where, specifically with like the capturing and holding of Misa and torturing her, he went too far, but he also had no idea how the powers worked, so he overshot it, but it still was not okay for him to do it, especially for that extended period of time. So I think morally he has way less of a high ground than I thought when I initially met him, but he does strike me as almost, I mean, I guess in that way, like an anti-hero, where it's like he does these bad methods that you don't agree with, but he gets results. Other than that, like I think he was pretty fair with the way that he went about stuff, and like he was really cunning and did everything he could possibly do, but he just came up short because Light was everything he was plus a Death Note, which is hard to contend with. But I will say Elle did compete in a way that I didn't think was possible at the beginning of the series. Like I thought it was going to be episode 4 we'd be done, but
yeah,
he made it.
No, he definitely stuck around longer than I thought was going to be possible for anyone.
Something I didn't mention was his recklessness. I don't know if it was reckless so much as calculated big risks.
Strategic recklessness.
Yeah, which came across as reckless, but like ultimately until the moment he died, L didn't get like hit once or like damaged in a way, but he did have some plans fall through, but he always ended up coming out the other side.
Well, yeah, and if you're dealing with someone who is strategic and they know that you are strategic, their plans are going to be based on that.
Yeah.
So then the only real way to get around that is just to act so genuinely illogically that no person could like backtrack what the potential moves could be.
Yeah, I agree. And it's sad to see him go, but
yeah,
while I didn't agree with some of his methods, and I do think that if he was truly in wanting justice, he wouldn't resort to those methods, but I'm gonna miss him. R.I.P.L.
R.I.P.L.
And now on to
Ripple.
our final question. All right, final question. Exhausted asks, what do we make of the characters and location we see briefly at the end of the episode?
Okay, we talked about this a little bit, but I definitely agree with your gifted child school.
Because that's kind of what they were giving us with like the end of L, right?
Yeah, I think so. And it seemed like a school. He seemed like a principal. And the fact that he got that message right after we saw that like alarm go off, I feel like L must have set up some kind of like, God, what's the word for that? Failsafe.
It was literally
he was like, he's like resetting it every week or something.
Mm-hmm.
And when it goes off, it texts.
Or like when he doesn't log on for long enough or something. It's going to be interesting to see what they do and what they're about.
Well, yeah, especially because if L thought that sending a text to his old headmaster was gonna like help even a little bit in this situation. I mean, for the couple years I was in school, my headmaster sucked and I wouldn't be able to contact him if I wanted to. What kind of connection have they maintained through the years, and why does Elle think this guy is going to be the one person who needs to find out about that in this situation that he set up this measure for?
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see their involvement moving forward, especially with that little puzzle we saw. The blank puzzle makes me think that they're a little bit L-like. That feels like L behavior for sure.
Yeah.
But that's about it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Are we excited for episode 27 of Death Note?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.